Alright, what's up, people? There is another video that I want to bring to you, and he's talking about food this time. It's very similar to one video that I did before, where people are talking about how certain foods are incompatible because Ayurveda says so. So let's see exactly what he's saying, and then I'll talk about it.
One of the biggest incompatible food combinations, which is very prevalent in India, is mixing salt with cow's milk. This is called virudana, or incompatible food combination. For example, drinking chai with samosa or a salty snack. What happens is the salt breaks the molecules of the milk and it creates this curdling action. What also happens is salt has a salty post-digestive effect. Milk has a lavana, madura post-digestive effect, a sweet post-digestive. So when they mix together, it again creates curdling. This creates indigestion and undigested toxin materials and creates a perfect breeding ground for parasite. So please don't have chai right after your salty lunch. Give a good gap until the salty meal has been digested. Similarly, don't have chai just before.
So basically, the concept of Viruddhahara arises from, the whole basis for Ayurveda, which is the Panchabhutas. The idea that the whole world, the whole universe is made of 5 things: earth, air, water, fire, and space, I believe. And a combination of these elements creates heat, cold, vata, pitta, kava, whatever it is. So there is this concept, this idea that in Ayurveda, that certain foods, when mixed together, certain foods have heat or vata composition, or something else might have pitta composition, predominant pitta, and when you mix them together, they don't go well, or this is all conceptual. This is all ideas from Ayurveda. There's no basis for why one thing is vata, one thing is pitta. Why, when you mix together, what happens? What is the chemical reaction that happens? Come to modern science. Come to a few hundred, maybe 1,000 years, few hundred definitely years into the future. We understand that the Panchabhutas are bullshit. The world is not made of 5 basic things. We understand that there is no such thing as heat or cold in the body or in the foods we eat. We understand that concepts of vata, pitta, kapha, in other systems of medicine, they are known as 3 humors, or the 3 predominant body types, or whatever. It's all, things that have come out of thinking and imagining and conceptualizing, and not out of evidence. The things in modern science and modern medicine, however, have come out of evidence. So that's the main basic difference between the two. So when you know that the world functions on the basis of material objects and things that are based on evidence, then you understand that all of what you heard in this video is bullshit. Now, specifically, let's talk about what he said in the video. I've heard this several times from family, from people around me, from friends, whatever, people who believed in Ayurveda. They say things like curd and fish are a bad combination of foods. I think milk and fish are also bad. Here he says milk and salt. Now, one thing, I don't understand how milk and salt can be bad, because salt doesn't cause curdling, does it? Salt is not acidic. Salt is neutral. Common salt, sodium chloride, is neutral. Either way, whatever milk you drink, whatever you eat or drink, it's going to the stomach where strong acids are produced, and that will curdle the milk anyway. So it doesn't matter if the milk gets curdled. I mean, it's going to get curdled in the stomach anyway. Yeah, if foods are good on their own, as far as I know, confirm this with a nutritionist, as far as I know, mixing foods that are good on their own cause no problem. Everything that this guy is saying is based on Ayurveda concepts, all of which are outdated. Evidence has moved past that. We have research showing otherwise. Whatever he's saying, all he has to do, he's making a lot of extraordinary claims, and you know what that needs? It needs extraordinary evidence. He hasn't provided any evidence. Just saying that it's from Ayurveda is not enough. Show this happening in the real world. Show this happening with real foods. Show people that have eaten milk and something salty like samosas having, issues in their body. I eat chai and samosa all the time. I've never had an issue in my whole life. And I'm sure many of you watching would have the same feeling. Although I think I've made my point, I don't need to go on about this. But yeah, I think you understand what I'm saying. So always look for evidence and not that, hey, it's from Ayurveda, before you believe things on the internet. See you in the next one.